Oh boy, do I have a doozy for you guys today with this absolutely insane story coming from someone, the casting director, in fact, for Marvel Studios, who completely just admits that they have no plans of stopping all of the woke nonsense that they are continuing to do with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And in fact, you guys can expect to see more of that ramping up as time goes on with all of the insanity that is continuing to happen with all of Disney's franchises. And this is yet just another one of those. So Marvel Studios casting director confirms studio will continue to embrace their representation and diversity agenda that is slowly killing the MCU. And I actually we did this tier list over on my second channel, Josiah Rises Plus, that you can go check out if you want to. It was an absolutely hilarious and fun video to make, where basically we did a ranking of 2022 movies. And at the very bottom of the movies that we saw from last year, the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies, you know, we had Doctor Strange 2, Thor, Love and Thunder, we had Wakanda Forever. All of those films were at the very bottom of all the movies from last year. Marvel has completely lost the plot. They have completely gone downhill. And that is something that is becoming more and more verified with the fact that, you know, the films are losing in the ratings, that the films are continuing to slowly get worse at the box office, and it isn't improving. It isn't on an upward slope. It is definitely on a downward slope. Speaking with The Wrap, Finn lied about the diversity and representation agenda not being a proclamation. She said it wasn't, from my experience, a proclamation. But then you see things like this, where, you know, they talk about how they are committed to diversity and, you know, being, you know, woke, basically, all these things. However, the Walt Disney Company, who's the parent company of Marvel Studios, has made it very clear that they do indeed have quotas and have made numerous proclamations about pushing diversity and representation agenda. So you have even things from ABC Entertainment that have this: inclusion standards. This certainly looks like a proclamation to me. On top of this, CEO Bob Iger also declared that one of the company's core values is inclusion when addressing Disney employees back in November. And one of the reasons that they have had a meaningful positive impact is one of our core values is inclusion, acceptance, and tolerance. And we can't lose that. We just can't lose that. So Disney is such a tolerant company. They're so tolerant that they fired Gina Carano because she expressly shared her opinions on social media that went against the woke Hollywood narrative. That is how inclusive they are. That is how tolerant they really are. Yet, at the same time, you had Pedro Pascal, who was basically doing some of the same stuff that she was doing, but the stuff that he was saying was correct as far as the Hollywood narrative, so he didn't get fired. He didn't lose any of his work or his job or anything like that. Yes, they are such a tolerant company. They really, really care about inclusion. The only thing that they care about is the narrative. The only thing that they care about is the agenda. And if you do not ascribe to the agenda, you will get destroyed. Given the Walt Disney Company CEO Bob Iger and Marvel Studios boss Kevin Feige have made it very clear the goals they are committed to, it came as no surprise that Finn, the casting director, echoed what the rest of them have been saying, albeit trying to claim it's not being mandated. She informed The Wrap, "I will say that after Avengers Endgame, it was one of those things that really fueled me. You know, there's the moment of, wait, where do we go from here? Obviously go completely woke and off the deep end, right? That's apparently what they decided to do. After Endgame, it felt so final. And then, of course, that impulse is we go with more representation, more diversity. We go younger. There's a whole fresh wave to explore here." Coincidentally enough, you know, we've also seen a complete decline in the MCU after Endgame. Also, at the exact same time, they decide to go fully woke. And for me personally, that's really given me a tremendous energy to kind of move forward. So this is all extremely just disturbing stuff to see the Marvel Cinematic Universe completely just losing it when it comes to actually telling good stories. They don't have that as their priority anymore. That is not what their focus is on. And that is a huge, huge sadness to a lot of the audience who used to love the Marvel Cinematic Universe out there. So this is all absolutely insane. So with that being said, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below. What do you think about what the casting director has to say in regards to all of this? Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.